Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Ketholeno with the evening news. The headlines: Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman presents first ever union budget digitally, focus on Atmanirbhar Bharat. Finance Minister says Budget 2021 introduces various reforms in financial sectors. Prime Minister Modi says this budget will bring a lot of positive changes in industry, investors and infrastructure sectors. And Nagaland government issues SOP guidelines for reopening of schools. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman presented Union Budget 2021-22 with a wish to lay a vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat. She said Atmanirbharta is not a new idea. Ancient India was largely self-reliant and equally a business epicenter of the world. Atmanirbhar Bharat is an expression of 130 crore Indians who have full confidence in their capabilities and skills. The proposals will further strengthen the Sankalp of Nation First, doubling farmers' income, strong infrastructure, healthy India, good governance, opportunities for youth, education for all, women empowerment and inclusive development among others. Senior citizens of 75 years of age and having only pension income are exempted from filing their income tax returns. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has said that Budget 2021 introduces various reforms in financial sectors. Briefing media in New Delhi, Sitharaman said progressive steps have been taken such as IPO of LIC, opening up of insurance sector to FDI and continuation of disinvestment. She said government has come up with a formulation to clean up NPAs of banks. The minister said agriculture has received emphasis in budget with increased allocation for credit flow through NABARD, bringing in agriculture infrastructure development cess through restructuring without consumers having to pay more. She said fiscal deficit, which started with 3.5% during February 2020, has increased to 9.5% of GDP. Government has spent a lot and at the same time, it has given a clear glide path for deficit management. Sitharaman said this budget comes at a time when all of us decided to give impetus to the economy and that impetus we thought would be qualitatively spent and give necessary demand push if we choose to spend big on infrastructure. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that this budget will bring a lot of positive changes in industry, investors and infrastructure sectors. Calling it historic, Modi said the vision of self-reliance can be seen in the budget. He said the proactive budget which focused on health and wellness will help all. Modi said the budget will also generate employment opportunities for youth. Prime Minister said several changes have been made which is set up to help growth and job creation in the country. Modi said this budget has categorically made announcements to ease and make lives of women better. The budget proposals rest on 6 pillars of health and well-being: physical and financial capital and infrastructure, inclusive development for aspirational India, reinvigorating human capital, innovation and R&D, and minimum government and maximum governance. A new centrally sponsored scheme, PM Atmanirbhar Swasth Bharat Yojana, will be launched with an outlay of about 64,180 crores over 6 years. This will be in addition to the National Health Mission, Urban Swachh Bharat Mission 2.0 to be implemented with a total financial allocation of over 1.41 lakh crores over a period of 5 years from 2021 to 2026. 35,000 crore rupees was already allotted for COVID-19 vaccine in budget estimate 2021-22, further funds to be provided if required. An increase of 137% provided from the budget outlay of health and well-being, that is, over 2.23 lakh crore rupees as against this year's budget estimate of 94,452 crores. To strengthen nutritional content delivery, outreach and outcome, the supplementary nutritional program and the Poshan Abhiyan will be merged and Mission Poshan 2.0 will be launched to improve nutritional outcomes across 112 aspirational districts. To promote affordable housing in the country, the government has extended till 31st of March 2022 the eligibility for additional deduction of interest amounting to 1.5 lakh rupees for loan taken to purchase an affordable house. To keep up the supply of affordable houses, the minister said that affordable housing projects can avail a tax holiday for one more year till 31st of March 2022. Government has also allowed tax exemption for notified affordable rental housing projects for migrant workers. You're listening to the news from All India Radio, Kohima. To provide adequate credit to farmers, the government has enhanced the agricultural credit target to 16.5 lakh crore rupees in next fiscal, with focus on ensuring increased credit flows to animal husbandry, dairy and fisheries. Government has also enhanced the allocation to the Rural Infrastructure Development Fund from 30,000 to 40,000 crore rupees. It has enlarged the scope of Operation Green Scheme to include 22 perishable products besides tomatoes, onions and potatoes. Government has also decided to integrate 1,000 more mandis with e-NAM to ensure transparency and competitiveness in the agricultural market. Jal Jeevan Mission Urban will be launched to provide universal water supply in all 4,378 urban local bodies with 2.86 crore household tap connections to be implemented over 5 years with an outlay of 2,87,000 crores. With the Directorate of School Education Nagaland permitting the reopening of schools for conduct of regular classes for students of classes 6 to 12 from 8th of February, Chief Secretary J. Alam has issued Standard Operating Procedure SOP to be followed before and after opening of schools and on learning with physical and social distancing in schools. The SOP outlines various generic precautionary measures to be adopted in addition to specific measures to be taken to prevent spread of COVID-19. Apart from the usual prescriptions on maintaining 6 feet distance among students with regulated seating plans and the personal hygiene, schools are to prepare alternate day routine as per the enrollment in each class and infrastructure facilities available, while online classes are strongly advocated in the SOP. 5 cases of COVID-19 positive have been reported in Nagaland, taking the total confirmed case load to 12,099. The cases were detected from Kohima with 4 cases and 1 in Tuan Sang. In addition, 4 persons have also recovered, which include 2 each from Kohima and Tuan Sang. The total recovered cases in the state now stand at 11,810, while active cases are 54. Education Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank addressed the inaugural ceremony of the ASEAN Indian Hackathon today. He said this hackathon will provide a unique opportunity to India and ASEAN broad themes of blue economy and education. He added that this hackathon will be the enactment of 6 fundamental virtues of our civilization: respect, dialogue, cooperation, peace, prosperity, and innovation. Pokhriyal said India-ASEAN relations have its foundation in shared beliefs, religions, and culture. ASEAN India Hackathon is an initiative taken by the Ministry of Education. In view of ongoing Changtonia Longland 2 land construction and to facilitate the progress of the work, Deputy Commissioner Longland in a circular has informed that there will be total restriction of all vehicular movement from Dikhu Bridge to Chingtok Junction tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Further, the general public has been advised not to loiter around the workplaces. The order stated that the restriction is necessitated to facilitate speedy completion of work as a precautionary measure to prevent any injury, loss of life and damage of property. And as the nation fights COVID-19 pandemic, let us all remember to stay safe and protected by following these 3 simple steps: wear a face mask, wash hands frequently with soap and water or use hand sanitizer, and follow social distancing norms. To end the news, the headlines here again. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman presents first ever union budget digitally, focus on Atmanirbhar Bharat. Finance Minister says Budget 2021 introduces various reforms in financial sectors. Prime Minister Modi says this budget will bring a lot of positive changes in industry, investors and infrastructure sectors, and Nagaland government issues SOP guidelines for reopening of schools. That's all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.